Hi everyone, welcome back. I'll continue the same chapter, heights and distances, and this will be the last video for heights and distances. There are few sums left from the exercise. Look at question number 23. Question says that an observer from the top 80-meter tall lighthouse. 80-meter tall lighthouse. The angle of depression of two ships on the same side of lighthouse in the horizontal line with the base are 30 and 40 degrees respectively. So there are two boats. You draw a right angle triangle. For the second boat, you draw another right angle triangle. Angle of elevation is given. The angle of elevations are 30 degree and 40 degree. Small angle will be between broken line and the first hypotenuse, 30 degree. Second angle of depression will be from the broken line till the second hypotenuse, that is 40 degree. Question says that find the distance between the ships and give your answer correct to nearest meter. So A is the first boat, B is the second boat, C and D is the lighthouse, 90 degree angle. Angle of elevation is always equal to angle of depression. Broken line till the first hypotenuse, so you come down and then mark here 30 degree. Second one, you come down the line and mark it as 40 degree. This is how we mark the angle of elevation when depressions are given. Question says that find the distance between the ships. We do not know BC, so we assume BC as x. Let BC be x. Calculate this part now. BC we have taken as x. You have a right angle triangle in which you are given with perpendicular in triangle BCD. Take tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Tan 40 degrees equal to perpendicular is CD and base is BC. Look at this calculation part. You need to understand here. Tan 40 degree. CD is 80. You have to calculate BC. And this 40 degree is not a standard angle. Standard angles are 30, 45, 60. So you have an angle other than standard angle. So you have to follow a simple step. You have to calculate base. An angle is other than standard angle. So we interchange this. Make BC the subject of formula. BC is equal to 80 divided by tan 40. You can directly substitute the value of tan 40 from the log table, log book, but division will be difficult, so you follow this step. 80. Tan can be written as 1 upon cot, so you reciprocate it. Cot 40 degree. Reciprocal of tan is cot. 80 multiplies cot. Use complementary angles. Complementary angles of trigonometrical ratio from class 9. Cot 90 minus. So you write 90 at the side. Subtract this 40 degree angle. You get 50 degree. So you write 50 here. 80 multiplies cot 90 minus 50 will be equal to tan 50. tan 50. Now you substitute 80 multiplies. You have log table given at the back of your book. You go to natural tangent. First one is angle, and second one is the value given for complete angle tan 45. So you go to tan 50, value is 1.1918. 1.1918, and then multiply it. So as you proceed with multiplication, 1.1918 multiplies 8. 8 multiplies 8 is 64. 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1. 9 into 8 is 72. 73. 7. 8. 15. 1. 8. 9. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 places decimal. Put 4 places decimal, which can be written as 95.34. Round off to 2 decimals. This is the first value distance between B and C. Similarly, you can do calculation for the bigger triangle, 95.34. Take bigger triangle now. In triangle ACD, tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base tan 30 degree. Perpendicular is CD, base is AC, entire length. Tan 30 degree is 1 divided by root 3. CD we know 80. AC has 2 parts. It is AB plus BC. Cross multiply. AB plus BC is equal to 80 root 3. AB is the distance between the sets, so we keep as it is. You know BC, which is equal to 95.34. Substitute 80 into 1.732. Multiply this. So proceed with multiplication. 1.732 multiplies 8. 8 into 2 is 61. 8 into 3 is 24. 25, 2. 7 into 8 is 56, 57, 58, 5, 8 plus 5 is 13, 0, 3 places decimal, so you get 138.56, make subject of formula, AB is equal to 138.56 minus 95.34. Subtract this, you'll get the distance between the sips. Look at the calculation part, and you have 40 degree angle here. You could do directly, but when you do directly, division will be difficult. It will be something like this. Suppose you are taking a small right angle triangle, you get tan 40 degree is equal to 80 divided by BC. Tan 40, you write the value from the log table. Tan 40 degree is equal to 0.8391 equal to 80 divided by BC. When you make BC the subject of formula, 80 divided by 0.8391. And this division will be slightly difficult. That is the reason why we use complementary property to solve the sum. So please do yourself, either you can use complementary or you can do direct value if you are comfortable with division. Now look at this question number 26. Question says that angle of depression of two ships Again, same question. From the top of a lighthouse 60 meter high, 60 meter. If the ships are on the opposite side of the lighthouse, vertical, one lighthouse is on the left side, another one is on the right hand side. Draw a right angle triangle. Angle of depression is given. The first one is 60 and second one is 45. So 60 degree and second one is 45. A, B are two ships on the opposite side of the lighthouse. Angle of depression is given, so go to the hypotenuse, mark it at the base. 45 degree, mark it at the base. Angle of depression is always equals to angle of elevation. A, B, C and D. You have two right angle triangles. Use right angle triangles separately. Calculate base, add it up. You get the distance between the ships. Look at the calculation. In triangle ADC, write down the name of the triangle, it will be easier. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Tan theta is 60 degree. Perpendicular is 60. Or you can write CD. Base is 80. Tan 60 is root 3. CD is 60 divided by 80. Make 80 the subject of formula. 80 equals to 60 divided by root 3. Rationalize it. 60 root 3. Root 3 divides root 3. You get 60 root 3 divides by 3. Cancel it. 20 root 3. 20 into 1.732, multiply it, 4, 6, 3, 4, it is 34.64 meter, the first distance from the lighthouse to the boat. Similarly, you take other right angle triangle, in triangle BDC, Again, tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Tan 45 degree, perpendicular is CD, base is DB. Tan 45 is 1, CD we know 80, DB you have to calculate. DB is equal to 80 meter. You know both the values. This one you know, this one you know. Therefore, distance between the ships, that is AB, and AB we can calculate by adding AD plus DB. AD plus DB. AD we know 34.64 plus 80 added up. It is 4, 8 plus 3 is 11, 114.64 meter. Question says that write down the answer correct to 2 decimal places. So we have 2 decimal places. Similarly, you can do question number 27. It is similar. Let's do question number 30. And mark this question, it is an important one. You have to understand, read it carefully. The angle of depression of the top and bottom of a 8 meter tall building from the top of a multi-storied building are 30 and 45. So you have a multi-storied building. There is another one here. Small, tall building, 8 meter tall. The angle of depression of the top and the bottom. So first you go for top, then you go for bottom. And depressions are given. First one is 30 degree. So mark this angle as 30. Second one is 45. Question says that calculate the height of the multi-story building and distance between two buildings. So what do? We join it. If you look at the diagram carefully, you have a big right angle triangle, ABC. Take this one as D. And from the top of the other building, you draw a line parallel to this base. Write it as E. You have to mark the angle of elevations 30, 45. You do not know the value of perpendicular, neither you know the base. So look at the calculation part. It will be slightly confusing. So you take this BC, or you can take AE. Okay, let AE be X. Take this one as X. What will be the length of BE? Opposite sides of rectangle are equal. So this is 8, so it will be 8. Now we use the big triangle, in triangle ABC. Slightly confusing sound. When we take triangle ABC, we use tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Tan angle of elevation is 45 degree. Perpendicular is AB and base is BC. Tan 45 is 1 equal to AB is the addition of this x plus 8. We do not know BC. We write BC only. Cross multiply. BC equals to x plus 8. So we got this x plus 8. Now we take small right angle triangle. In triangle AED. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Theta for the angle of elevation is 30 degree. Tan 30 degree. Perpendicular is AE and base is ED. Look at the calculation part here. Now we substitute. Tan 30 is 1 divided by root 3. E is x. And this ED is parallel to the base, equal sides. So it will be x plus 8. You substitute x plus 8. Now you have to simplify this. Cross multiply. As you cross multiply, you get root 3x equal to x plus 8. Now the calculation part. 1.732x minus x equal to 8. Subtract this. 0.732x is equal to 8. Make x the subject of formula, you get 8 divided by 0.732. Remove decimal, increase 3 zeros. Now divide it. 8,000 divides by 732. 1, 732, 8, 6, 0. It is not divisible, so you put 0, decimal, increase 0. Again, 7, 9 times 63. So try multiplying, that gives you less than 6, 8. So you have 732 multiplies 9. 9 into 2 is 81. 9 into 3 is 27. 28. 2. 9 7 63. 65. So you get 9 times. Leave it up till 1 decimal. X is equal to 10.9 meter. You know the value of x. Question says that calculate the distance between the buildings and height of the tower, height of the multi-storied building. Therefore, AB is the height of the multi-storied building, which we have x plus 8, 10.9 plus 8, which is equal to 18.9 meter. First answer, distance between the building is BC, which is again equals to x plus 8, 10.9 plus 8, which is equal to 18.9 meter. Both the values are same. Slightly confusing question. Please do it yourself again. And especially the calculation part, go through it carefully. The last question, which came in ICSE 2008. It is an important question. Please do practice it. A vertical pole and a vertical tower on the same level ground. From the top of the pole, angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degrees. So you have a tower and you have a vertical pole. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the top of the pole, angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the top of the pole is given in the question, which is equal to 60 degrees. An angle of depression of the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. So from the top, angle of depression is given. Angle of depression is 30 degrees. Question says that find the height of the tower and height of the pole is 20 meter. This is 20 meter. You need to calculate the height of the pole. Similar question as the previous one, but figure is slightly confusing. Take AB as the pole, CT as the tower. So you have A, B, C, D and mark it as E. Now look at the calculation part. Angle of depression is given. So it is equal to angle of elevation. Use small triangle to calculate the base in triangle ABC. And once you know the base, use this base to calculate perpendicular and then add it up to get the height of the tower. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, tan 30 degree. Perpendicular is AB, base is BC. Tan 30 is 1 divided by root 3. AB is 20. You do not know BC. BC is equal to 20 root 3. So you write here 20 root 3. Now these are equal because they are sides of the rectangle. So this AE is 20 root 3. Now we use small triangle to calculate this. In triangle AED, only this portion, right angle triangle. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Tan angle of elevation we know 60 degree. Perpendicular is ED and base is AE. Tan 60 is root 3. ED we do not know. And A is equal to 20 root 3. Cross multiply. ED is equal to 20 root 3 multiplies 20 root 3, which is equals to 60 meter. You got which is equals to CD. And this CD we can calculate. There are two parts. It is CE plus ED. This CE is equal to the height of the pole, which is 20. So this length is equal to this 20 here. Plus ED we got 60. Added up, we get 80 meter. It's not difficult. Based on a right angle triangle, read the question, draw the diagram carefully, and once you get the correct diagram, you can easily use trigonometrical ratio and calculate the height or base distance between the buildings. So please do practice. Thank you very much. Stay safe.